I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft, and today's question comes to us from Cameron, who wants to know my thoughts on swords. Now, swords have had an iron grip on the imagination of our culture for centuries, and they show no sign of loosening. Indeed, in this modern age, I think seeing the industrial and alienating devastation wrought by modern weaponry, whether chemical or atomic, makes us want to yearn for something more simple and seemingly elegant. The penetrative intimacy of swords has captured our imagination, and you can find them in stories and films and games, and there's no sign that they're going away. As someone who was very fond of the 18th century and at times imagined myself as a gentleman of that age, there were moments when I thought about the idea of carrying a sword on my belt, but had I ever actualized that fantasy, it would have ended with me tripping myself up on the cobblestones or giving myself a very serious laceration. As such, I shied away from such implements, and they never really appeared in my stories. No, if you're looking for wonderful swordplay, you would be far better served by going to my good friend Robert E. Howard and his Conan stories. They're practically lousy with swords. But just because I did not use swords in Yog-Sothothery does not mean that others haven't. And indeed, my good friends at Stone Skin Press put together an entire book called Swords versus the big green fellow whose name I'm not legally permitted to say out loud. In this book, you can find stories from John Langan, Wendy Wagner, Orrin Gray, many others who are exploring just how this riddle of steel applies to the mythos. So, there you go. If you enjoy such things, they are there for you. And as for me, I will stick with the weapons that have served me my whole life and unlife. That would be my self-effacing wit and my precocious vocabulary. As always, I'm Howard Phillips Lovecraft. Thank you.